Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today because I'm out at the Wedge and watching all these people take their lives into their own hands. Kind of like the economy right now, guys. It's kind of every man for himself, if you know what I mean. We got some rain, about a ½ inch. It was nice. But this is just incredible out here. The tide is so high and the waves are huge. And before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button on the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to join our email list, we've got one going out in the next couple days. And all you got to do is click the link below. And if you want to get more exclusive content, there's Patreon that you can sign up for below as well. First things first, guys. The economy has taken a massive toll on all of us around the world. But here in America, think about this right now. Americans in the second quarter lost $6.1 trillion. $6.1 trillion in their net worth. That is unbelievable, guys. It's absolutely unbelievable. It's staggering when you think about that. You know, the lost retirement, the loss of savings, the loss of home values. There's just a loss of everything, and it's so much money that that it's just such a huge number you can't even think about. You know that, and compare it to what if you compare it towards every American. I wonder how much money that is. That would be kind of interesting to think about, because there's people out there that lost millions and millions of dollars, and there's people that out there lost 300. So it's interesting to think about this stuff. I'm going to kind of turn my back to the water for you guys so you can catch this. But when I was a kid, I used to come out here. This is a really big surfing spot and boogie boarding spot, but because of the way that the jetty's set up and the way that the tide comes in and the waves come in, they break at really a different angle, and it's just, you really need to be an experienced person to come out here, and I cannot believe I did this as a kid. So that being said, we are seeing so much happening with banking, and we've got a big banking video coming out again in the next couple days. But it is crazy what's happening right now, because as people get more and more desperate to buy a home, and I don't understand the desperation of that and the need to be into a home mortgage, you're seeing more and more people say, hey, should I get an adjustable mortgage? And the problem with this is that this is going to kill people financially. And I had people write me from Canada saying, why are you saying that Canadian real estate is going to be the first to crumble? Because Canada, Australia, and New Zealand look like they're going to be the ones that are going to collapse first. But, this one man tried to convince me that when he gets a mortgage for 5 years with a fixed interest rate, that's not an adjustable mortgage. I said, well, it's not a fixed rate long-term mortgage, it's short-term. And to sit there and say, a 2-year loan and a 5-year loan are just as good as a 30-year mortgage is insane. It really is, because the problem that you're seeing is that interest rates are going to shoot up. The Fed has just announced that they're going to have a monster raise at the end of September. Their quote to this, a monster raise. So if they're going to have a monster raise, they're talking about at least having it go up 1%. So if the prime lending rate goes up 1%, what's going to happen to mortgages, guys? It's not going to go down. Fannie Mae saying that they're wishful thinking of having 4.35% mortgages next year is insane. I had a woman write me a scathing email about how 6% is a great mortgage rate and you need to stop talking negatively about it, Dan. Well, no. People have written me and have and sent me proof, okay? That's how crazy these people are. Sent me proof that they've got a 2.78% mortgage. Well, okay, well, how do you compare that to a 6% mortgage and try to celebrate that? It's twice as high. Oh, is that worse? Yeah, the average person can afford less house. Now, here's the thing. There are people out there that get mortgages and it doesn't affect them. There's rich people out there or wealthier people out there that doesn't make a bit of difference if they're going to pay $1,500 or $2,000 on their mortgage, okay? But then you start getting into $8,000 and $12,000. There's a big difference with some of these rates and some of these amounts that we're seeing. So, the corrosion and erosion, excuse me, from the waves, it was pretty impressive. These guys are trying to dig this away, and we get to see Speedo Dude over here with his, he's about to go in. So again, I get a kick out of the people that go out here and do this, because you get people that think they can handle this and people that can't handle this. But for those of you that know where I'm at, this is where you enter the Newport Harbor, okay? And the water, I've not seen it this high in 15 years. So it's noticeably high. So that's it. The waves aren't particularly big right now. They're okay. They're decent sized, but it's just crazy. And they're breaking like that. So look at this. All these guys out there. You don't have a surfboard out here. You have a boogie board, or you just body surf. Use your hands. Some people have guides and stuff that steer them and things like that. A lot of people have the flippers on. And, here's Captain Speedo. He's going in. And he's going to do his flippers. But he was the one working on the erosion from the thing and trying to grind it away. But again, to each his own, man. It's your own thing. I don't... everything with the economy right now, we are seeing just wacky stuff. And, all the different things that could happen, and all the different people. I respect everybody that sends me everything. Please understand that. I really appreciate all the speculation on what's going to happen in short order. And it'll be interesting to see if anybody's right with this stuff. How are you doing financially right now? Are you concerned about things? Concerned about your job? Concerned about your business? Concerned about your family members? Concerned about their business? I want you to think about this, and I'm not trying to be sarcastic or anything like that, but what if these are the good old days? Today, what if these are the best of times right now, and it's only going to get worse from here? What if things are only going to decline from here? Well, damn, that's all you talk about is doom and gloom, and you're horrible, and that's all you're into. No, I'm into preparation, guys. I'm into being a realist. I'm into paying your bills off and understanding that the advertising program you may do next may not work, and that people may not pay you, and that you may have tenants that don't pay you, and you got to figure this out in such a way that you're going to be protected during this time. Now, think about what I'm about to tell you. We just talked about adjustable rate mortgages, which are ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. But Australia, okay? I love the British and I love the Australian. My friends that are Australian, they're so proper. They're so nice. They're just so, they're so dignified, okay? But I love this term. Australians are about to experience mortgage stress. Mortgage stress. What the hell is mortgage stress? Well, I'll tell you what it is. There is a tremendous amount of mortgages, $158 billion, $158 billion that are set to expire before Christmas, and they have to be adjusted. The only problem with it is that with this thinking of these 2-year and 5-year loans, is that what is going to happen? Oh, yeah, they're going to go up because interest rates have gone up substantially. Think about this. The average person in Australia right now is going to start paying $10,872 more for their mortgage next year. Okay, give me 10 grand, give me $11,000. Where does that money come from? That's what people don't get. That is mortgage stress. Oh, yeah. But again, it's so mortgage stress. Are you kidding? That's utter chaos. That's, the Harry Truman or whoever said the line about when when your neighbor loses a job, it's a recession. When you lose your job, it's a depression. I think it was Harry Truman or Warren Buffett said it a bunch of times. Who cares? Okay? The point is, right now, I believe this is heading towards depressionary times. I believe that this is heading towards times of mass layoffs. This is heading towards, when you think about this, 58%, it keeps going up, of all the businesses in the United States say that they're going to hire less people. and let people go and do without. So, you know, you can believe these nonsense numbers that we've got, 3.7% unemployment, and this is just, it's just the sign of the times. You're crazy. It's so much worse because everything else is affected by it. But they want to pitch you these fixed rate loans. Now, look at I always do this because I have a brother that I could call, and think about this. It's faster for me to do this because he's such a calculator hound that I could sit there and say, hey, if you had a $450,000 mortgage at 15 years at this interest rate compared to 30 years, what's the payment? Oh, hang on. Your payment is this and your payment is this. He does it like in seconds. So I rarely look this up myself because he does it so quickly. But do yourself a favor. When you people go out and get a mortgage, look at the most that your house payment could be. Oh, Dan, come on. Why waste the time? Well, why not get yourself in a realistic manner, in mindset? Because if you're in that mindset, as I almost dropped my other phone, you're going to understand where chaos could come from. And could you afford that? No, we could never afford the payment if it got that high. You're going to see interest rates do things that they've never done before. You're going to see food prices between now and the end of the year absolutely skyrocket. I believe that between now and the midterms, they're in this holding pattern. But I want you to think about this. There are rail workers that work on the railroad. They're about to go on strike. If they go on strike, it's going to affect everything because especially grain and fertilizer will not get shipped. Those are the two main things. Yes, produce. Yes, meat. Yes, all the stuff that gets shipped by train across the country. But it's the main thing. Breads, pastas, anything that's made with grain right now will not be made during this time if this strike goes off. And if it goes on for a week, it's going to be catastrophic because it would take 10 or 12 weeks to catch up, they said. So read the story below on that one. But again, guys, it's absolutely crazy to not sit there and take this stuff seriously and look at this stuff. Now, Minnesota, I keep getting people that write me from certain states. Minnesota is the hot spot right now because they're getting lambasted and completely ripped off by their property taxes right now. So again, this ridiculous state that I'm standing in has got Prop 13, which keeps things around the 1% area, but then people vote on different bond issues and ridiculous things here in California that get added to your property taxes. So basically, it's about 1%, okay, depending on where you live. If you have other assessments like Melrose and things like that, then it's going to go up higher. I love this, okay? They close the jetty at certain times of the day. Like, I'm not walking down there. It's, hey, the jetty's closed. Look at all these fishermen out here that are fishing on the closed jetty. So, yeah, they don't care. But St. Paul area, people are writing me that you're getting, that their property taxes are going up 20%, 40%. Crazy, crazy numbers. You're seeing this over and over and over again like we've never seen it before. So every aspect of your life, and everybody's going to sit there and say, I'm too busy to do this, Dan. I've got things to do. I've got to make money. You've got to also keep your boat afloat. You've got to sit there and look at the finances. And again, I have people that are single individuals that have a pension, or they've got just their Social Security. Still look at your finances, guys. Look at what you're spending money on and make sure that it's feasible, that you're going to continue and you're going to survive through this and conserve every chance you get. It is absolutely crazy just to spend willy-nilly and think, oh, this is going to get better. We're going to fix this. Guys, again, these are the good times. I really believe that. It's going to go downhill from here. So if you knew that, you'd be ready. You'd be in a great position right now. But look at your mortgage. Look at, and again, I'm not saying to go refinance your mortgage to a higher rate. Don't do that. I'm not giving you financial advice, but talk to a licensed financial advisor on everything, because people just are like, it's going to get better. They're not going to let this thing completely get out of control. Do you have any faith in these people? Because I have none. I have zero faith in any of them now. Okay? The only thing that they're in it for is themselves. So you need to be in it for yourself. Be your own central bank. Make sure you have precious metals. Make sure you've got cash in the house. And again, think about what I'm telling you. What if you had, you're a household with 2 kids, your wife, and the banks were closed for 10 days. What are you going to do? Oh, man, would that ever happen? Yeah, ask the people at a Truist Bank in Florida or wherever that debacle happened 4 months ago about that. It's chaos, guys. It's utter chaos. So. Oh, holy shit. I just fell in. Look at that. Wow. I'm getting the hell out of here and going to change my spot. Wow. So I'm standing here filming on the edge of that and kind of a sinkhole situation there. Look at that. That's what I almost fell into. Wow. There's energy problems around the world right now, and you're going to see blackouts that are going to continue, even with this weather, okay? It's rainy, it's overcast. We shouldn't be having, problems with our grids right now, but we are, and they're saying that there's going to be blackouts between London and here in LA. And there's a great article below on this, but one thing that was sent to me was a bunch of people in New Jersey have complained about the same thing, and that their power company is anticipating that at least their power bills are going to go up 25% between now and the end of the year. Again, where does that money come from, guys? Where does 25% come from? Okay? You're just supposed to pay it and not have it be a big deal. It's ridiculous right now. So the next thing is that Bank of America has this new minority loan program where it's zero down, zero closing cost in certain cities, and they want to expand it to everybody. But they also want to raise the loan limit so that you can go out and get yourself a zero down mortgage right now, which is absolutely insane. So a zero down mortgage. You guys smell what's happening, guys? You smell the problems that are coming again? Because they're here, guys. They're absolutely here right now. So they want to create all these different things to give people, all this mortgage stuff, and it's absolutely insane to think about this. So, share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys, because we haven't seen anything yet. Now, I had never heard of Rogers Cable until they had a massive outage 3 months ago, and it affected banking, it affected everything. Well, now, how about this? Sign of the times. If you want to go into a Rogers Cable store and pay your bill, you better have ID ready because the doors are locked. And you're going to start to see more retail establishments do this because they're so concerned about robbery and crime and chaos that you have to show ID. And what is your, what are you doing here? What do you want? Oh, you want to pay your bill? Okay, we'll let you in. Stand here. It's going to be like going to the pawn shop, guys. I don't know if you've ever been to a pawn shop. A lot of pawn shops, you open a door, you walk into a room that's caged, it's locked behind you, and they determine if you're a good guy or a bad guy or not. Okay, we'll let this guy in. So you guys notice how the air is just freaking the hair out right now? So they'll let you in to pay your bill over at Rogers Cable, but this is the sign of the times. How does this work for retail, guys? How does it work if the grocery store is going to start checking ID? Oh, Dan, this is just the cable store. No, it's going to get worse, guys. It's going to get to the point that you won't want to leave your house. You won't want to shop at places like this. That's what's happening with everything. But again, the sign of the time, the retail crime, the crime in general is awful. Absolutely awful. I have an event this evening with my daughter in Los Angeles, and the stuff that we have to do to make sure that we're going to be safe and who we're going to meet and our tickets and everything like that is nuts. It's just not, it's a different world, guys. And again, the good old days. Today are the good old days. This is the best it's going to be, guys. It's only going to go downhill from here. Oh, damn, that's terrible. No, vigilance and reality and people that are going to overextend themselves in such a way that it's going to take such a massive toll on their lives. That's what's going to hurt the most right now. So share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. And it's crazy out here. It's really just the tide's really high. The rain stopped, but it's due to come back. So let me know what you guys are thinking about all this stuff. I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories. And the Holiday Inn Corporation, the hotel chain, was hit with a ransomware attack that destroyed their booking system. And so much so that people got wind of this and are not booking at Holiday Inn right now. And plus, I didn't know this. Holiday Inn owns 15 other hotels I won't bore you with, but one of them is called the Crown Plaza, that we have a few locations here in Orange County and LA. But they can't book. And they're being held hostage right now, which is making people also that get wind of this not want to stay there. The next thing is Redfin, the real estate company, has said that the market is now frigid for real estate. Well, that's a nice way of describing anything in the universe. They're frigid. She's frigid. He's frigid. Real estate is frigid, guys. It's just not good. It's not a complimentary term. So, but real estate sold through Redfin, which their whole thing is to clip you and sell you real estate. The next thing is Elon Musk says he wants out of the Twitter deal once and for all. And the fact that they paid this whistleblower $7 million 2 months ago or 3 months ago is everything you need to know. They paid him off to go away because what he was saying was true. Okay? So whether that's true or not, we will know. The final thing is Beyond Meat, which read this article because I don't know who the hell believes this, and that we have a fan favorite over at Panda Express, and we're going to have Beyond Meat orange chicken, which I got to be honest with you guys, the orange chicken at Panda Express kind of sucks. It's like, it's just sweet chicken deep fried. It's nothing special. If you go to any other Chinese restaurant, you know, it's one of my favorite things, and that place sucks, but I'm sure I'm going to end up eating that stuff for you guys because they say the fan favorite Beyond Chicken, Beyond Orange Chicken is going to come back. So, we'll go on a field trip for that one, okay? Do not forget to hit the like button. Just wanted to do a short video for you guys, show you these big waves. The Hurricane K that is hitting everything has left a lot of rain out there, and which was desperately needed here in Southern California. It cleaned up a lot of things. But again, remember guys, these are the good old days. Okay? And if you accept that, and if you think that things are going down from here, you're going to be better off, guys. Frugality. Remember that word, too. Because if you're frugal, you're going to get through this time. But again, the poor people that are going to have their energy bill spike, I feel for you guys. So, you know, get ready. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.